Hello, this is the Bash Chef. Today I will show you how I make the السيريه. It's a famous dish from Cameroon, Nigeria, and Niger, and South Sudan. Guess what? People in the west side of Arabia, especially in the city of Mecca, love the السيريه so much. All the pilgrimage from Africa, from all these Muslim countries, they will come to Mecca, bring the spices, and they make the dish for us, and we know it, we love it. In the last few days, I was outside going from an African supermarket to another looking for the main ingredient, the spices. To make the sireh the authentic way, you need this spice, the soya pepper. The second main ingredient is the beef. You want to go fancy, get a Lyon or New York strip or short ribs. If you want to stay in the budget, and because we are going to marinate this meat, round, shuck, flank, it will work. I took the challenge and I got this boneless beef shuck steaks. I pounded all the steak that I have. I made two the classic way. For the rest of them, I'll add my touch. To make some modification to the recipe, let's look at the ingredients. The main ingredient here is the kali kali. The kali kali is actually soya that is fermented and dried, squeezed, take the oil out of it, and then ground it. Special flavor for the soya beef comes from the kali kali actually. The other two important ingredients are the Uda spice and the pepper. These are replaceable by the black pepper and the flakes, the chili flakes. And if we think about it in a smart way, what is the main competitor for the soya? It's the peanut. So I will add to the soya rub some crushed peanuts, and you can use even the spiced peanuts. And when I compare the recipes of the soya beef with so many famous recipes, this one needs some paprika, needs some chili, needs some flavor too. And so many other recipes contain some breadcrumbs. So I will grind some of the old bread that I have, a little bit. So in my food processor, I will crush the spiced peanuts. I crushed the peanut and I kept some texture into it. I would like this crunch to be in my soya steak. So saying that, if you don't find the peanut, you can use the peanut butter, use the crunchy one. Also, I will add some breadcrumbs. And here is my breadcrumbs. I will add 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of paprika, smoked paprika, 1 tablespoon of salt, or I'm using a seasoned salt instead. And another very important ingredient is the ginger. Half tablespoon of black pepper. To summarize, if you don't find the soya pepper, this is my own recipe, this is my own ingredient, it will work. If you find it, you're lucky. It's available on Amazon right now. So if you find it, you can use it as it is, or you can mix it with more spices. And what I am going to do is I'm going to add some of the authentic soya sauce to my mix, 6 tablespoons. And to bring it closer to the American taste, you can add 2 or 4 tablespoons of any good rub. That is because the kuli kuli have a very distinguished flavor. If you are not used to the soya, then maybe this is something new for you. So by adding a very good barbecue rub, it will bring it very close to the American flavor and keep the authenticity, keep the good flavor. So now I need to mix everything together and finish the marination and keep my beef in the freezer for 2 or 3 hours. This is the final look of the modified rub, and I saved a little bit in the side. I will use it for garnishing. I will do some modification in this too. Using the same technique, brush some oil so the rub stick to the beef, and generously marinate the beef. And this is how it looks after I finish marinating everything. I covered it with plastic food wrap, and I'll keep it in the refrigerator for 2 hours minimum. Till the meat is marinated, I will show you how to make the very famous shatta, or the shutaita, that's served with the soya steak. We can use exactly the same rub that we made, or we can add some additional spices to make it even better. We'll add 2 tablespoons of chili flakes. Just to add green color, I will add parsley flakes. They don't have any flavor, and they will look good in the mix for garnishing. Just to add some sourness, I will add 1/3 of a tablespoon of citric acid. If you don't have citric acid, don't worry, lemon will do the job. I will mix everything together and taste it, fix the salt, and that will be it. And this is the final product. This is called shutaita. And after we marinated the beef with the soya seasoning, now it's time to cook it, and I'm gonna use my griddler. I will start with 335 degrees, and then I will sear it too. And it is always good to start with a piece of onion. This will leave a good flavor and stop some sticky. Also, I will spray some butter. Then I'll start with one from the authentic marination and the one that I created. This is how they look in the griddler. Just 2 pieces filled the griddler, and I will leave it to roast. And at the end I crank the heat up to the maximum, 450, just to sear it, and I think it is done right now. And here you go, guys. That was the soya beef, the African barbecue with the soya spice. So good. And this one is the one that's made with the authentic direct soya pepper. It tastes So in comparison, this is like straight authentic flavor. I like this one better, the one that I mixed. It has more texture, and the spiciness is way better here. So let's add some of the shatta. More lemon, and this goes really good with onions.